Greetings, everybody. Phil here, Modern Guru, episode number 3. I know you guys are stoked for this. So, what are we going to talk about tonight? We are going to discuss my political philosophies. We're going to get into a few of the things going on currently that it relates to. But before I do that, I did want to do a little shout out to my buddy Jason Wilkins. He is the owner proprietor of OA Labs in Chicago. They're a softball company, an apparel softball company, and they do other things as well. But they've had some issues recently with certain factions inside the softball world that are dicking them around. And I fully support you. I know a lot of people that fully support you. You do what's best for your company and via the ways that you feel are pertinent to running your business. Do not ever change for anyone else or because of pressure by outside forces. You be you. And you guys are awesome. You're killing it. You got a ton of support. So good luck in everything. So let's get started on the video. What is my political philosophy? I'm a political atheist. I do not believe, and we're talking about this, is in American politics. I am an American. I can comment on certain issues outside of the United States, but for the purposes of this video, we are going to discuss what's going on here. And it is a fucking disaster. It has gone absolutely batshit crazy. It's a circus. To use an example of what I'm talking about, social media. I have a lot of really smart friends, and they have a lot of accurate, very cool opinions on things. I do agree with some of the things they say. I disagree with other things, but they're constantly posting on social media. What happens? All right, so then you have your group of friends or acquaintances on Facebook that come to your page and they start arguing and debating whatever it was that they posted. The original post was. Okay, so this serves no purpose. It doesn't change anything. All people are doing across the world, you, me, I've done it too, we are simply adding fuel to an already blazing freaking forest fire. This has to stop. I stopped political posting. I'll still comment on other threads when I think it's, the time and place for it to set some facts straight, because boy, does the truth get, I mean, we're talking, it's ranges all over the board. We're getting into woo-woo land. I don't really want to post any more political stuff on my Facebook, because it's like World War I. You dig two opposing trenches, people get entrenched, and they just lob grenades at each other. It's anti-productive. It doesn't serve any purpose. People get all emotional, they freak out, they get their feelings hurt, and just causes a greater divide in the nation. President Trump, for all his failings as a communicator and some of the things he says and does that I just totally disagree with, no question about it. Sometimes he says some pretty stupid shit. I did vote for him. I supported him. I still support him to a degree, because I don't want him to fail. I want him to follow through on some of the things that I agreed with when he supported in the campaign. I don't know what the future holds. There's so much ridiculous. There's so much lying and deceit. The media in this country is absolutely a disgrace. From Fox News to CNN to MSNBC. I mean, it's just massive propaganda trying to sway opinions and cause massive divide. They want this. They want Trump out, of course, but they want this. They want us divided. You divide us, and then you can conquer us. Do not ever believe that is not true. That is an important fact in history, through all history, all people's history, all nations' history. And so what I want people to start doing is to start constructively finding ways to communicate with logic and with reason, two very, very important things for any conversation. And sometimes You're going to deal with people that just won't do that. But do not fall into their traps. It's one of the reasons why I stopped posting political stuff. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to fight with people on Facebook. It's just not getting us anywhere. It's not doing anything productive. And I'm all about trying to change that. So I am a political atheist. I don't believe in, or I don't support Democrats or Republicans. I don't registered. If anything, if we have to do labels, I sway in a lot of ways towards libertarians and anarcho-capitalists. What are they? They believe in really small government. They believe in people taking personal responsibility for their actions, which has also been very lost on our society. And they don't believe in the blending of corporations and state. They want them to be separate entities. Unfortunately, that's really hard to do in real life. Corporations have a lot of money, and politicians are looking to make some money. We don't pay them enough as elected officials not to, be enticed by the loads of money that can be heaped upon them as public figures with power. So, banking industry, military industrial complex, all of these things also all coincide and make up part of what the whole entire dichotomy is of the federal government. So, why is it so important to start being the change you can believe in our society? Because we're tearing each other apart. We can't even have political discourse anymore without people just shutting down and going their separate ways. I mean, it's a disaster in a lot of ways because you're not gaining anything. You're not expanding your mind. You're not expanding your mind to different concepts or different opinions. I personally, I can read Noam Chomsky. I love Stefan Molyneux. Those are completely opposite sides of the spectrum as far as politics go. But there are things that I learned from both of them that I can incorporate into me as a person and my viewpoints. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. I read people on the left. I read people on the right. I read people in the middle. I read anarchist visions of the world. There's just so much out there that can develop you as a person, make you so much better, your mind so much stronger. And everybody has different intelligence levels and reading comprehension levels, and we're people. We're all different. We all have strengths and weaknesses. But with that being said, you should always in life be striving to improve yourself. And how do we improve ourselves? We improve ourselves through struggle, through hard work. When somebody works out in a gym, when you work out, you destroy your muscles, and then your muscles rebuild themselves even stronger based on all the hard work that was put in and the destruction that they went through while you exercised. That's philosophically or spiritually, that's also the case too, in philosophical aspects. So it's just something to think about, guys. I want everyone to really, sit back, think about what I've said tonight, and see if that can help influence you the next time you get into political discourse, whether it's in the workplace or online or with your family sitting around the table at dinner or something like that. We need to start spreading a lot more love in this world because it's dying, dude. It is really dying, and it's sad. And I'm going to try. One of the main reasons of doing this channel is trying to do something different, trying to be productive and positive and help people. And I think I can make a difference. At least that's my hope. And without hope, we are lost. So the video is almost at 10 minutes right now. I think I'm going to end it, trying to keep these a little bit shorter now. But any questions or comments about my beliefs, I'd love to answer them down below. Please subscribe, click like, tell your friends about the channel if you like what I have to say, and let's make a difference in this world. And in the markets today, we're up a little bit. You see a lot of green in cryptocurrencies. It's a good thing. It's not back where it was prior to the bloodbath, but we're holding in there, and We're going to be okay. I promise you that. So, have a great night. Fucking hodl, dude. Fucking hodl. The guru's out.